We are roll initiative. Claw and Order Special Victims Unit. Legally.
Well, I've been cooking up an actual theme song for us with lyrics and stuff.
Ooh, a theme song.
Yeah, I've been watching this YouTube channel where this guy just tears people apart for writing songs, and I feel inspired to stick it to everyone by being better than them.
Excellent.
That's the energy right there.
Initiative, join us on our quest. Roll initiative, you can dip part of a long rest. Roll initiative, looks like combat has begun. Roll initiative, now it's time to have some fun. Roll initiative.
That's the energy we need tonight. I am your DM, Brian.
I'm Ryan.
Hi.
I
was doing the thing. You gave me the space, and you.
I gave you the space.
You lunged at that space just so quick, though.
No vertical movements.
I fucking shifted in my chair.
You monster.
Introduce yourself, you son of a bitch.
I'm Ryan. I'm 3 days sober, and everything is making me very angry.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm not. Feel pretty good right now.
And I'm Eric, your friendly neighborhood D&D'er.
Deer.
You sound like a dangerous deer.
I'm the most dangerous of deers because I'm a wild shape.
3 days sober?
Yeah, it's tough.
This is going to be fun.
They brought so many samples into work today.
Well, California.
There were 14 free beers to drink at work today.
California sober. Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's take sober Ryan and let's get right into it. Last week, you guys did not a ton, but we introduced a lot of characters. You met the Mothman. You met the Tanuki triplets. Some characters were enjoyed. Some characters were not. I'll probably forget their voices by the time we ever get back to them again, except for the Tanuki triplets.
I hope you forget it.
My beautiful baby boys.
You guys were gifted gifts from the Tanukis. Then you set forth onto the plane where you had dossiers in place this time, informing you about the frogman investigation you would be going on and letting you know a little bit about your liaison contact, Frank Zapper, when you got into town. Upon landing, hey, no vertical movements. Upon landing, you guys met Frank immediately. He is en route taking you guys to go meet up with the Clark brothers, who are the hunter fisherman guides in the area. Frank is going to take you guys directly to where they're at. They are. So basically, guys, what's going on is we're going to go down to the water here. Clark brothers have boats. They're going to take you out of the water and show you some of the weird stuff that's been popping up recently around here. They'll show you some of the sighting locations of some of the frog guys or whatever they is. You guys can ask them any kind of questions you have about the wildlife side of it, because it's not super my game. Here we are. Bam. He drops you guys off. But he just doesn't even stop the car. He gets out. And he comes out. And he's like, guys, this is Jim and Tim Carter, and they're going to take you on the boats. And there is in front of you a tall, skinny, really lanky 6'2", might weigh 200 pounds soaking wet if you drop him in the water. That kind of skinny dude. He has next to him a almost polar opposite, comically so, stout, round, 5'6", big old boy, younger brother, it seems, with him. And they're waving from down by the pier. And as you guys walk on down, the tall one waves to you guys. Are you guys the guys that are going on the tour? We're taking you guys around to see the frogmen spots, right?
Yeah. I'll stick my hand out and shake his hand. It must be Jim.
Yeah. I'm Jim. Jim. Sorry. I get a bit of a stutter when I get to meet new people. But I am Jim, and this is my brother Tim. He is a man of few words. And
not a problem.
Tim just
I'll give him a nod of approval.
He nods back at you.
I don't want to read his thoughts. I'm not gonna do it.
Do you want to thoughts?
I don't actually have that spell.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. Can you do that? You can't do that. I
Just
can't
in
even
that
do that. And I have
situation.
psychic abilities.
I just look at him and I get it. I get it.
He looks at you and he's like, cut your chip.
Yeah. Yeah, you remind me. Yeah. Anyway, Jim, so we would absolutely love to get this boat tour and see all of the sights you have to show us.
Yes, I'm sure there'll be life preservers. I'm sure.
Yeah. We got life preservers on the boats. We got enough for everybody. We get the big boat loaded. If you guys want to take you guys look out and they have one big trolley kind of fishing boat there, and then they have a series of smaller, little faster single engine boats that are not quite loaded up, but it looks like the trolley one's ready to go. And it's like if you guys want to get on the boat, we'll take you on around. We can't get too awful close to shore with the bigger boat, but we'll be able to get in the general area of the sightings.
Can we drag one of the smaller boats behind us? Like if we just tied something to it, would it possibly drag behind us?
I imagine that would slow us down.
Slow you down a little bit. It's gonna bob around in the wind.
I'm just imagining a situation where the boat's no longer boating very well.
Yeah, I mean, you're imaginative. Yeah, it's not like the Titanic where it has like boat, like where you have like a boat on the side of it where you can drop it down.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to
You know,
drag this tiny one to be our escape pod.
You guys can tie it off, and we can make rolls as we go to see if it doesn't get thrown off in a wake or
I don't wanna ruin their
have some
stuff.
kind of.
It's fine.
I mean-
I'm the secondary boat.
You're gonna pilot the other boat.
No. I mean, I am the secondary boat. If we need it, I'll turn into the giant octopus and swim us out of there.
How big is a giant octopus?
Well,
Yeah, that's a good question
find out.
because giant in the animal
Giant
world for an octopus
is
like-
not nearly as big as you think it is.
It says 12 feet.
Ooh, fuck.
I'm a 12-foot tall octopus with 8 arms. I feel like
Wait.
I could grab like 3 or 4 people and start swimming.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Is it
Yeah,
12?
yeah, Brian's in.
Like, how much of that is tentacles?
How much of that is arms and how much of that is height?
Because like Mikey's a big guy. If you have like a 3, like
I'm at least 10 feet tall because I'm a large creature. And I have a reach of 5 feet. So that means I'm still 10 feet tall while I'm reaching stuff with my tentacles. I'm imagining that means like if I'm just on the ground, tentacles flailing around like an angry tentacle monster, I'm about 10 feet off the ground in that state.
I feel like this is a moot point because Mikey can fly, so you really just have to get Lawrence.
I have to grab Lawrence and maybe the 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a bit much. We'll see what happens.
Also, everyone weighs less underwater.
Where are we going right now? I'm sorry, I don't exactly remember, but we're going to actually the frog point where we can find these little frog guys.
So essentially, they're going to take you guys out on the lake and into some of the river run-ins where some of the sightings have occurred, and they're going to show you guys also there has been an increase in non-standard aquatic creatures in the area, mostly snakes and crocodiles in Ohio in the water. Stuff that's not normally there.
Yeah, not normally there is right.
They were going to take you guys because they do fishing and tours and guiding regularly. They were going to take you guys to areas where they have seen gators or crocodiles and snakes.
I'm gonna go out on a limb then, and I'm gonna use my aberrant mind sorcerer telepathic speech, which says I can form a telepathic connection between your mind and the mind of another. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet. You and the creature can speak telepathically with each other, while the two of you, blah, blah, blah. To understand each other, you each must speak mentally in a language the other knows. I want to talk to the fat brother, the little brother of little words in his head. I want to see if that works. I want to ask him, hey, you actually ever see these like froggy things?
Who's this?
Oh shit! It worked. Hey, I'm the dude on the left with the trench coat and the real nice swagger. You actually ever see the frogs?
How you talk without moving your mouth?
I hadn't thought about that before I tried to do this.
What?
I guess I'll just hope that he's mentally deficient.
You're kind of weird.
All right, I'm gonna back off before he
Kinda,
gets suspicious of anything. But
Kind of weird kind of guy. Yeah, I've seen the frog guys though.
oh, you have, and then I'm just kind of like move my face a little bit, like maybe he's insinuating this from my face, and I'm not actually saying it in his head.
Like you could have just asked him.
Why my mouth not moving either?
Well, no, here's the thing, Ryan. He can't talk. He's apparently like mute, so he doesn't talk much. So I thought maybe if I was in his head, I could hear his mental,
He said a few words earlier, didn't he?
Why my mouth not moving either?
It's basically Dale Gribble. Wait, no, Boomhauer?
Wait.
Which is
Boomhauer.
Yeah, it's Boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
Wait, hang on. We're getting something here.
Frog people kind of weird.
All right, never mind.
Wait, guys, I'm on to something. Frog people.
Kind of weird. Sling blade.
Yeah.
It's fucking Sling blade.
Is it about
All right, I pull my. Well, no, I'm just gonna stop talking, but I'm still connected to him for an hour. I think. Wait, let me see.
I believe that's optional.
You can leave yourself connected. He's just gonna be like,
Okay.
frog people.
He would
No.
normally be mumbling to himself, but now no matter how far you are from him, you get to hear that mumbling.
I've seen him with some loose-fitting pants.
Also, it doesn't say for an hour. It just says for a mile. So if he, as soon as he goes off on the boat, if he leaves us, I'll still hear this shit.
For a little while.
Swear they're wearing hammer pants.
Fuck. I don't know, guys. Do you think I disconnect so I stop hearing this, or maybe we'll get something out of it?
If I tell you we'll get something out of it, will you succumb your character to dealing with that? Because that sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get something crucial.
Give me an arcane check. Give me an arcana check.
Magic.
Magic. How's that magic doing? It's doing 11.
I don't like them frog guys. Taking our jobs.
Taking our drugs?
No, taking our jobs.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Taking all the fish.
Taking all the fish? Yeah, frogs like fish, yeah.
Yeah, I like fish.
Fuck.
Okay, can we get on the boat?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get going.
Hear more of
No,
this
you guys
dialogue,
aren't
please.
dealing with any of this. I'm just silently, just like, you see my eye twitching?
Like, I'm just standing over here, and Jim and I are talking like boat techniques. I'm just showing him a couple knots I've learned along the way. And you guys are just like staring at each other.
No, I'm not even looking at him at this point. I'm just hearing it.
Tim looks over and goes, these guys, boat, gotta get them on the boat. Let's go. Runs over and hops on the boat and like starts doing like very fluid and fluent boat stuff. I don't know what boat stuff is. I'm not on a boat.
Oh, that guy does.
You undo the ropes, and
Yeah.
then there's like
Under the rope, he like pulls up those nets that go out the side and fish ramps in the middle of the night and such the like. I believe there's no scrimps.
There's a motorized boat.
Look, it's a fantasy world. If you want there to be scrimps there, there's scrimps there.
They're getting some crawdads. Who knows? Or just some fish geese. He like pulls all that stuff up because they don't need it because not getting no fish tonight. And kicks off as you guys leave all those tiny little dinghies with the single engines behind.
I don't suppose we packed a gator gun. I don't know why I'm going to cage it.
You are the Gator gun.
No gator gun. Nope. No gator gun. They won't give us no gator gun. We
I'm
asked
literally
the
standing next to two walking guns.
It'd be nice to know they're on too. Once we inevitably run into trouble.
they look like people, not guns. And then I'll go back to being Jim for a little while. You guys are guns?
Well, like
I have-
metaphorically, like they can
I have a
deal
gun.
damage to our foes at a long range, and also he's packing.
I just show my holster, but I don't show that it has no gun in it.
Oh, all
It
right.
just looks like a holster.
You meant they actually have guns. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Having guns. So we're gonna go out into the lake a little bit, and then we're gonna come back in. We're gonna show you guys where we've seen a big, like a really, really, really big gator out in the deep a little bit, and then we're gonna come back in and we'll stop at one of the sighting spots, and then from there we'll go up a little like river estuary kind of in the lake, and up there we've seen a lot of little gators, and there was another sighting up that way. And that will be our route for tonight, gentlemen.
Have you had issues with these gators before? You mentioned riding past quite a few gators.
So up until recently, we haven't seen many gators. The gators are kind of a recent thing. We don't really know what to do about them.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why I asked if they had a gator gun.
Well, they ain't supposed to be in this area. So, like, why would they have a gun for the thing?
Would you say it's been like a year?
You have your T-Rex gun with you, Lawrence. Where's your T-Rex gun?
Yeah, it's been a year. I assume you have a T-Rex.
I wouldn't have like an elephant gun in like India or something.
Maybe you would.
I feel like there is elephants in India.
Yeah, I think you would.
And it's probably where you would use elephants.
You know what? No, you wouldn't, because why would you be running around shooting elephants? You just wouldn't have one for that purpose. You just shoot people with it.
No, because they's in Africa. You know, it's just you wouldn't have a gun for the thing that you wouldn't have in the area you're shooting at.
Mikey, you hear in your head, yep, elephants, Africa. Yep.
Got it.
I'm glad we made this decision. Point is,
all right.
we're ill-equipped for the gators, but also we're totally ready for these gators. And the gators may be haters, but we're just straight up skaters. I don't know. Let's keep going.
I thought taters was gonna go in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought
Bravo for execution.
I do love taters.
You just took the landing. All right. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is on your boat tour, we are gonna do a little bit of nature check.
Oh, this is great. Is it for like what birds we see and like shit like that?
Absolutely not. Calm down, Norman.
Ah, damn it.
I can't calm down. Me am nature.
I was so excited. I can't calm down. I wanted to talk about Cardinals and Blue Jays.
It'll be I who speaks of the Blue Jays.
I like birds.
I rolled a 19 in nature for those at home.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm rolling it now.
Are we supposed to be rolling it now? You told him to slow down.
Everybody made a nature check real quick. And then I'll explain what's going on.
Oh, man. I got a 10.
17.
All right. This is a pass. The DC for this nature check was 15, and one of you got over it. Two of you got over it, so you're fine. We don't have to roll any dice. We are going to the first spot. They're taking you out to where they saw the big gator. Out here, because we got a good 19, you guys are going to see strewn out as you get out to the spot, amble into the area where they had seen the big gator. Jimmy is just so out here. We'd seen like a real big gator. I mean, like the boat's like what 30 foot long. I feel like he was almost the size of the boat. Like it scared the shit out of us. We immediately turned the boat around and we went back. But it was the biggest thing I've ever seen in the water. Give me an investigation check, anybody, all of you, if you want.
I will. 26.
I won't. You got a 26. I'm just gonna chill. I'm good.
A 26. You look over the edge, and it is dusk-ish. The sun is just about to go down. This entire thing was meant to be at night thing, so you guys could get a good look at the things in the water with flashlights, very Crocodile Hunter style. As you look over, there is a dark shape very deep down. You guys are out deeper into the lake here, and you see something very low and large move. You wouldn't know it was anything if you weren't looking for stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a couple bubbles floats to the surface in kind of like a large group of bubbles, a cow's hoof, and like the lower part of the leg.
Definitely point that out to the group. Hey guys, look over there. There's a cow's leg, and there's something very deep in the water right now. That's very large.
Could you estimate how far into the water that is?
Can I guesstimate how far that is?
Wait, you're saying there's a cow's hoof like in the water?
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
giant croc eating a cow
fuck.
right under us.
Look,
I just want to know how deep it is.
I'm gonna grab a flashlight and shine it on the cat.
Hey! Don't no, hey.
Can you just guesstimate how deep it is without shining a flashlight directly at it?
We don't need to know how deep it is.
As
There's
the
a fucking
flashlight
crack in there.
as the flashlight hits the water, you see the shape, the very tail end of it kind of like disappear into the distance. Give me another nature check
Oh
to
fuck
see if
me,
you can
silly.
see if you can see how deep it is.
I got 8.
It's tough
21.
to tell. It's dark. Oh, all right.
Oh,
So
sorry.
Mikey, no. You're fine. You're looking over. He alerted you to it. You're looking over the side. You see as like just the tail end of it disappears. You look down and with how blurry it is, how you see like the cow's foot and it floating in the water, you can tell it's probably a good 35 feet down, and it still looks massive.
And you said it's out of our sight now, like it just swam away.
As the light came down on the water, it booked it out of there.
Damn.
Deeper
I was gonna
into the
cast
lake.
fairy fire on it so it was glowing like a Christmas tree. I just wanted to make sure it was around 60 feet or less.
She gone.
Oh well, we don't have a giant glowing croc now. I don't know if that would have helped or if it would have just freaked out and been like, now I'm bright and I'm angry.
Just
So I guess it's a good thing I didn't.
Just imagine Tim being, I don't like that. I don't like it.
No.
This is why you have a gator gun, even if you have to buy your own.
They ain't got no gator guns. Look at Walmart. Hang on.
He's becoming slowly more coherent.
But you guys can't hear this.
We
It's
pulled
just
so
me
many
in the
words
back
out
of
of
the boat, just suffering by myself, just hearing this muttering man in my head.
I can't. It's good though.
I wouldn't know. They Louisiana style. They cover it in spices.
So you guys are
I'll keep
moving
an eye on the
on.
rear. I'll keep an eye on the rear with the flashlight.
Don't use the flashlight.
That's what they said to look for the gators with, and everything else.
It
Okay.
also just scared away that big gator.
Okay, then keep using it.
More flashlights. Everyone pull out your flashlights. Light this baby up.
My flashlight at home.
Oh no.
That was bathroom drawer. That's where I keep my flashlight.
I have 10 torches. I call them flashlights, though.
No, a flashlight.
Oh, flashlight. Gotcha. We got a couple. So you guys are on your way to the next one, the next spot, which is going to be right at the beginning of the estuary river into. I don't know if it's an estuary, if it's a lake, but what the fuck ever. The river
an
inlet
estuary.
into the lake. Estuary is kind of like
Isn't it
it's like-
estuary?
I mean, estuary.
It could be
My-
either. I don't think any of us know what the fuck we're talking about. So
I've seen the word written. You're both pronouncing what would technically be spelled the same way. So
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't think either of
proceed.
us know what the fuck's going on here. So let's just continue.
So it's a river inlet into the lake. And this is where one of the sightings of the frogmen was. They were sighted here. The original sighting was around here, where they were originally sighted in a triangular pattern with wands, Roman candles. Depends on what happens. So you guys are going here next. Let me get another round of nature checks from everybody. The DC is now 17.
Boy.
And I once again give you a 10.
16.
hear me out. What if I were to phrase it like I'm trying to track things specifically, which to me sounds more like a survival?
Give me your nature check.
Okay. Oh, it's fire.
21.
Still got it. All right. You are doing well again. And as you get to the next area, the next investigation point, this is well after the sighting had occurred. As you pull up, it's starting to get dark out. Everybody has their flashlights out. And as you pan out over the water, you just see a bunch of little glowing eyes poking up above the water. And then some of them go down slowly as the light goes over them and then pop up in other places. So you guys are not alone out here in the water, and it looks like there is just more than a few floating heads out there. Whether they be, frogs also have glowing eyes, but so do gators and crocodiles.
Pretty much everything does.
Yeah.
Spiders do.
Why does everything have to have eyes?
Quick, give me Give me a survival check.
Oh, I have eyes.
All of us?
Oh
Yes.
no, it's a 13. It's not very good after all that begging.
I got a 15.
I got a 22. God damn it! Here is my day.
You pan your flashlight out, and there's a bunch of really large spiders that are just kind of walking on water, and they look
Ah.
at you, and all their 8 eyes glow, and then they skitter away.
Ah,
How large?
I don't know if I needed to see that.
Oven mitt-sized spiders.
Oh my god!
That's disturbing.
What state are we
God.
in?
You're in Ohio, and it seems unnatural.
That would be unnatural. And they're walking on water,
And there's like a 30-foot gator under the water.
which is not natural for Ohio. Obviously,
Something ain't right with this place.
something ain't right.
As you say that, like a large snake just kind of glides by the boat on the side. Norman, you're just hanging out with your light over the side, just making sure the gator doesn't show up, and you see this big fucking snake go by you.
Cool. I just freeze up for a second, and just as it's slithering by, I'm just like, oh.
Are we still in a 2-boat situation? Did we agree?
You're
on
in
We never
You're
took
in
the 2-boat situation.
that? Okay.
You're in a one-boat scenario.
It's not a 2-boat situation. It's a 1-boat scenario.
One-boat scenario.
Okay.
Can I get some investigation checks?
Investigation. I love 10s tonight. Ooh, Lawrence with a 27.
Lawrence is ripping it up investigation style.
Pays to be proficient.
It's fully night. It's still kind of mid-month. The moon is up there in the sky, but it's nowhere near full. But you almost feel like you're proficient in investigation.
I did bring.
With your investigation, you spot up on the shore. You guys are not far from the shore. You are closer if you had a smaller boat, but in the bigger boat, you are with a 27 and your good night vision as a wolf man. You see the area, the raised kind of like rock outcropping that's just off the road where the frogmen were supposedly sighted the first time by the Hollands. And you see how it could be a quick and easy path up there from the water if you were kind of patrolling along the shoreline. Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
I'm also proficient. That's a nat 28.
Holy
baby.
fuck. It's a nat 20 and the other one's a 26.
You see when you're looking at the path up to the rocks from the waterline, you almost start to see a slide, almost what you would see from like alligators or any kind of creature that gets up out of the water, seals and anything like that, where they slide their body along. You see a slide that goes into the water, but there's almost a magical residue, like a mucus kind of like goo along the slide that almost kind of highlights itself to you in your senses. And you can see it underwater as it goes down, and then upstream from where you are, you can see kind of the trail of it as it goes and hooks up into the river from the lake. So it almost looks like this is kind of like where they would stop at and come up out of the water, and then they would go back in and go back up river. Almost understandable, you think, because there is a 30-foot gator of some variety out there.
Should we scoop the goo?
How close? First I'll alert
The sentence
everyone
makes
in
me
the group.
uncomfortable.
You're not
Yeah,
very
go.
close. You'd have to like get out and
Get in the
to
water.
land.
Or the guy
So,
can fly in.
Yeah, you could have Mikey like fly off the boat, but you also have, both the Clarks.
Yeah. I've been
On the
yeah,
boat.
because I've been wanting to fly this whole time just to see what's in front of us, but we can't expose ourselves to Tweedledee and Tweedledum here.
What do you do then?
I mean, you do see the trail, and it does go up
Oh,
river, which is
we
where
could
you
follow.
guys were anyways.
Yeah, we should probably just keep following it.
Oh, with your-
But you
with
could go
your-
off the to where the shoreline was, where
Where
they
to go.
seem to be going, and you could just
I'm
take
sure
a
there will be plenty of goo in the destination. We could scoop the goo later.
But yeah, it's going up river, so that's where we were heading anyway. So.
Do you tell us about it?
Oh yeah, I said that. But yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, we should go upriver to this, or we're going upriver, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we should go upriver to the source of the goo.
I feel like the secret to all of this is in the goo.
Goop. Love a good goop. So you guys are going to head up river, and they are taking you now to your third of 4 stops. Obviously, you guys are already seeing like all of this interesting wildlife. This is where they cluster from, it seems like. It seems like this is like the highest concentration area where they see the most of these encroaching species And you know what that means? Give me another round of nature checks. The DC is now 19.
Oh, no.
7.
17.
Technically, it's too late, but you know what I've been forgetting this whole time?
Are you going to
Can I
petition me
cast
for something
guidance
again?
on someone?
No, because it is too late. You can cast it after this for the next round. But you guys have glazed through the first two.
Donuts.
Donuts. Give me your nature roll, boy.
I already did. I also rolled a 17. It was 2 17s and a 7 for this round of nature. Unless we're doing another round immediately after.
Nope. All right. You guys have finally rolled under the DC threshold for the nature roll. And that means we're going to have some kind of boat mishap. Elect one of you guys to roll me a D6.
I'll do it.
Depending on the number, I'll give you a resulting boat mishap.
2.
Boat sinks.
We all die.
All right. A 2. In this scenario, Mikey is leaning over kind of the edge, and he has his flashlight, and he is looking around the boat because he has seen all sorts of crazy shit now. He saw the snake, but he's still kind of like keeping his eyes out. And the boat bumps on something underwater, and Mikey tumbles over the edge towards the water. Because you can fly, I am going to give you the split-second option to catch yourself and fly, but you are going to probably be seen without like a DC 20 stealth check. You're going to be seen by Jim or Tim and have to explain yourself, or you can just take the spill into the water and deal with the repercussions of being in the water from them.
I am fucking terrified of this water, so I'm going to elect to fly, and then I'll try the stealth check, honestly.
Guidance! Wait. How
right,
far away is he during this?
He's still close to you guys. You guys are on like about a 30-foot boat.
Yeah.
But you did just say that you were going to use it after anyway.
So in this scenario, yeah, everything's happening at once. You can't guidance him. Give me your stealth check. If the stealth check's close, guidance isn't going to help anyways.
11.
Yeah. Even a 4 does nothing.
I was going to say if it was close, we'd roll like maybe a sleight of hand to see if you can get the guidance in before. But 11.
And I
What kind of
use my
shenanigans do you
reaction.
have?
What's your
And I
reaction?
use silvery barbs.
So he re-rolls.
Rerolls.
I just get to re-roll?
Re-roll your
Yes.
stealth check.
Oh, fuck. 15.
What's the most guidance can give him? +4.
Yeah.
So he still can't get to that 20.
All right.
All right, so you go over the edge and you come back up. Give me the sound of Mikey falling off a boat.
Oh, fuck!
Yes, exactly what I thought it was going to sound like. Everybody hears that very loud. Oh, fuck! And they turn to look and they see you disappear over the edge. And then as everybody's looking at that spot, you pop up along the side of the boat and jump over the edge. You're not like straight up hovering with your wings. You just kind of use your wings to give you a burst back up over the edge. They can see your wings kind of like disappearing back behind your body as you go, and you land, morph back to being the human version of you, the shell version of you that is the spell, the glamour. And both Jim and Tim look at you, and Jim's just like, are you all right there, Mr. Mikey? What exactly happened right there? And then in your head, you hear Tim go, that's some weird shit. That guy was kind of weird. He was talking with his mouth earlier.
Oh, yeah. I just lost my balance. That's all. I flailed a little bit. My arms went all over the place. You might have saw, like, my arms, flailed up in the air. It might look like wings. Who knows?
Let's not get distracted. Look over here. And I point my flashlight and I'm like, just looking at
And I point
I'm
my
gonna use,
flashlight too at the exact same spot.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to make a fake frog person.
To make a what?
A little fake frog person off in the distance.
Oh my god, look at the frog person!
Oh fuck! Give me an Arcana or give me an Arcana or a Persuasion.
My Arcana is definitely
Which one of us?
better.
Him?
Yeah, Lawrence.
17.
You make a pretty good frogman. You point over at the frogman, and
Gosh,
Jim.
I'm
then
such a frog person.
Jim looks over and he's like, "Oh no, that's what they look like. That's the frog guys right there." And you don't actually know what the frog guys look like, what they've actually
I
seen.
read
You haven't seen them yet.
Oh
Frank's
no.
articles.
But like Jim is dead on. He's like, the frog guys. I told you guys we see the frog guys. I told you guys we see the frog guys. But in your head, Mike, you hear Tim go, "I ain't no frogman. I don't see the frogman. I ain't no frogman."
All right. I'm so happy I kept this chat open.
I told you it was necessary.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it run off, and then I'm gonna switch the minor illusion to make sound, and just make it go. Off in the distance where it was.
I'm gonna throw a stone in that direction. Just be like, ah, frog.
Yo, that means we're getting close.
Yeah, that was quite freaky.
I ain't no frogman. No frogman. Let's see a frogman.
Well, I'm convinced.
Yes, we definitely have something here.
All right, so that was a fun little failure. That was en route to your next investigation spot. Give me one more round of nature checks here.
And this time it's even harder.
But
Nope, still DC 19.
But I still have the guidance.
No, now I give you the guidance.
I have +5. You should give it to me.
It
Is that the
doesn't
one I
matter.
just hit? I just
got
hit a
12.
4.
None of it matters.
I just
A
got a
7,
4.
a 4,
Holy
and a
shit.
12.
You guys had such good nature rolls the first 2 rounds. This round 7, 4, and a 12. Not great.
That
No,
donut's completely
I've been doing
unglazed.
pretty bad most of the night. I got one good roll and everything else has been shit.
Let me get another D6 roll.
All right. Somebody else do it. I did it last time.
This time it can be my fault that everything
There
goes
you
wrong.
go. No, I've been having bad luck.
Dude, you
Maybe
follow
you
with
have
both
good
too.
luck and you get a 2. You also get
I would
a
like
2.
to also fall into the water, please.
Well, congratulations. This time, as you guys are cruising up a little bit and you are kind of helping fake the frogman encounter to throw these guys off, as you are throwing the light out and you're almost getting a little bit too aggressively over the edge, they hit yet another little bit of land/driftwood underwater, and the boat bumps. And over the edge, you guys watch Norman in his suit, and everybody's looking now because frogmen are about. Everybody's watching. Norman goes over the edge, suit in full. You can give me an athletics check. The DC is 17 to catch yourself on the railing.
What role should I do for just gracefully going into the water?
Oh, for gracefully going into the water, performance.
Okay.
24 on that performance
Oh
check
my
to just go
God.
gracefully into the water.
24, you throw the flashlight into the air as you're going down, and the flashlight stops midair and just faces straight down at you as you just go flawlessly dive in the water, no splash whatsoever, not alerting any animal wildlife to the fact that you have entered the water. That's how slick you were.
10 out of 10. Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
stay in the water for now though, and just swim with the boat, or like hold on to the back of it and just like examine the water.
Barnacle. Become a barnacle and just like a giant one and just attach yourself to the boat.
As you disappear over the edge, Jim starts losing his mind. He's like, "That's 2 now. That's 2. We've lost 2. We lost 2. We got 1 back. We got 1 back, but we lost 2. Blah, 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 blah. Does anybody see him? Anybody see him over the edge? Anybody see him over the edge?"
Can we look for him?
Nah. They expendable though. Let's just keep going.
What do you mean he's excited? He was so nice. He was the nicest one of you guys. He asked me all sorts of questions. He was trying to learn about the boat. Oh my god! I can't believe we lost 2 people. Got 1 back. Lost 2 people. Got 1 back.
We'll make a memorial to him. We gotta keep going.
Well, I'll write to his wife and kids. I'm
yeah.
sure.
We'll make sure they're well paid and he gets like a giant stone for his
It's on a
dad.
2-week vacation.
In your head, Mike, you hear, "You knew what you signed up for."
Exactly. This guy gets it.
And besides, it'll throw off the Gators for a while.
Yeah, there's nothing we could do about it. So let's keep going.
All right, give me 1 last round of nature checks, boys.
All right, I believe in you guys.
23.
You
Oh.
shouldn't. 19. Oh, okay. You should.
13.
I believe. I believe.
The 23 is going to do it. It's going to get you guys to where you're going. And that is the last investigation site, which is where the sheriff and the deputy had seen the frogmen in reoccurring nights and then also recanted their stories later. This is well up the river, very close to a service road, kind of like with an overpassing bridge. And they had seen them at the bridge and then hopping over the bridge into the water. So you guys are down in the water in the very middle of the river. It's kind of gotten very tight here. And you see the bridge over top of you. And you're in the right location. And you manage to not get... Actually, Norman, you're still in the water.
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
I'm a survivor. I roll a 16. I'm a survival.
All right, survival 16. You notice that you are not in the water alone anymore.
Oh, he's here with me.
There are gators in the water. As you look around, everybody's still using their flashlights and panning around. Quick investigation checks from the two guys up on the boat, Mikey and Lawrence.
Oh, that's an 11.
22.
All right, so Mikey has a great line of sight to the guardrail where the bridge is and where the frogmen were seen. With a 22, you can kind of see that glowing goop that Lawrence had been talking about earlier. And you can see that there is some of it on the guardrail, some of it on that bridge up the side and on the pillars of the bridge. It looks like this is probably an area that the frogmen might come to quite a bit. If you want to give me an Arcana check real quick. Lawrence from earlier in his Nat 20 still has like a pretty decent look on the trail. He knows it comes up this way.
22.
22 on the Arcana. You now have a lock on the trail as well, and it's strong now. And you can see it goes up river a little bit and then around a bend. As you look up the trail, you also pan around with your flashlight and see eyes in the water and notice that there are gators gathering abound. And you know that Norman is still in the water, clinging to the side of the boat, silent as he is.
I'm thinking a thing, right? I'm thinking I want to cast Conjure Animals and summon a polar bear to help me.
What the fuck?
Polar bears are semi-aquatic.
They swim.
They swim hard.
In freezing waters, I bet I don't think it would mind warm water, but
This would probably feel like a sauna.
yeah, I think
It's
it would actually
it's
be
a face
happy.
spirit bear.
I was wondering which animal you're going to say, and I was not expecting you to say polar bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna just real quick 6-second summon a polar bear.
I never seen no bear like that.
I believe it's an albino.
I heard about them Albanies.
And now I will jump on its back as it swims.
Some kind of Albanian bear.
I'll just say in his head, it's albino, not an Albanian.
Great is great. Albino Albanian bear.
Close enough.
How about a Lebanese bear? Are we getting closer?
Are you going towards the gators?
All right, so you have summoned a polar bear.
Yeah, and I'm gonna jump on its back and swim and let it swim me forward. Or are we out of the water now?
No, I mean,
No.
yeah, you're in the water, and there are gators abound.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump on this polar bear's back.
All right, so we in it now. Let's get some initiatives rolled.
Okay, and then afterwards, I gotta take a whiz.
Let's do a full initiative scenario and whiz.
Oh, that's a 15 on initiative for me.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's a
dun.
13 for me.
Let me
It looks
double
like a
check if
19
this bear
for
shares
me.
my initiative.
Let me see if I can write things here.
Roll initiative for the summoned creature as a group, which has its own turns. All right, let me roll this bear's initiative real quick. This bear's character sheet barely has anything. Barely has anything on it.
He barely has anything.
All right, let me look up what a polar bear's dexterity is real quick.
He zinged it real
It's
quick.
10. It's 10.
How do you already know that?
Because I had it pulled up to see if it had a swim speed, and it actually does.
Okay, I
Rules
was looking that
lawyer.
up on my thing too, and it's not here. I'll have to fix
your-
that.
That's your rules paralegal right there.
I'm the
Ryan's my
I'm the
rule
dirty-
paralegal.
I'm the dirty guy that looks up creatures to see what their stats are during the game.
All right, so what's he got? 15.
He rolled a 5. It does say what his attacks are. Like I see that I have +7 to hit and a D8 +5 piercing damage for the bite. We got a claw attack for 2d6.
But are you a barnacle?
Not anymore. Now I'm riding a bear.
Oh.
Let me roll some initiatives here real quick. This fucks us. Damn it, I'm
Mhm.
smoking real quick before we do this then.
You need that for a fight. You need to be fully ready.
Damn, you know what I should have done? Tech magic.
Yeah,
Attacking
actually.
magic is fun.
Well, it might have just lit up everything because apparently, like, these crocodiles, all the wildlife is not supposed to be here. So we already see the goo trail. I feel like it wouldn't have actually done much.
Yeah, you guys already spotted the goo.
Hmm.
We tracked the goo.
We
We've
checked the
arrived
goo.
at Goo Central.
But I want to see if the creatures are magic or if they're.
They definitely are. They use magic wands.
Yeah, but the gators aren't using wands.
No, but they are magic because they're not supposed to be here. They've been summoned here.
I just summoned a polar bear.
Yeah.
Are polar bears supposed to be here in Ohio?
No, that's an invasive. That's another invasive species right there.
Literally going to invade this entire campaign with species, just invading species into places by summoning them magically. They only last for an hour, but if I can get them to reproduce in that time frame, then we're golden.
Well, thankfully you're in the water,
Wow.
so
You just opened up a can of worms.
Jim and Tim have no idea that the bear is in the water yet.
Oh no, the one did because he went. Well, I never seen a bear like that before.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
That's a funny looking feller.
Funny looking fella right there. That Albanese bear.
Never seen an Albanese bear like that. What about a Lebanese bear?
All right, it's cool. We're cutting this part anyways. So initiative has been rolled and assembled. You guys have 4 crocs in the water, but we get to start with Mikey.
Oh fuck, that's right. I do go first. Well, I'm just gonna open up with my newfound glory of being able to shoot 3 fucking Eldritch Blasts at once. I'm gonna shoot at 3 different Crocs.
Give it to him, big guy.
18,
18.
16, 14.
16 and 14.
All of those hit crocs.
First
Oh.
one, 13. Second one, okay, 9.
It's
13,
28.
9, and 6.
All right, so
28
you aimed
damage.
you aimed at 3 different crocs, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the first one you fucking hit right in the sweet spot. If you've watched enough Swamp People, you know, obviously that show's not out yet in this time frame, but you know, you gotta shoot him and Jacob, shoot him right in the head.
Yeah, right between the eyes and the back.
Yep, you just domed the first one. He is fucked up. And the other 2 you hit decently. The first one you hit is bobbing at the surface, dazed, confused. What just fucking hit me?
Okay, I don't know how much our little friends can see of this, like the skinny and fat twins, but I pull out my pendant and I hold it out like a gun. Yeah, you can see like red powers around my one red eye, and it's swirling around. But then as soon as I fire it, it just turns into a laser beam and it hits each of the 3.
With these guys on the boat, I'm gonna need with each attack a sleight of hand or a stealth check to see if you can kind of deceive them. I'll even
Okay.
take a deception, whatever you want to do of those 3, to deceive them into thinking that you are shooting as opposed to casting magic. You know what I mean?
Deception 23.
All right. All they see is you reach for your holster and your hand come up, and you kind of have your hand in the shape of a gun as you do it anyways. You blast out, and even though the blast is coming from your eye, you have your hand lined up in a way where it looks like it's coming from your hand, and it looks like you are shooting at these gators with a gun. You see Jim just like, yeah, he got one of them gator guns. I knew we should get one of them gator guns. And you hear Tim in your head go, that's dangerous right there.
Awesome.
Do you have anything else you want to do with your turn? Any kind of movement? You just going to stay on the boat where you're at? Kind of
Yeah, I gotta just stay on the boat where I'm at. I think that's it for my turn.
All right. With that, 2 of the crocs in the water get to move. Both these crocs are within swimming distance. All the crocs are within swimming distance of Norman and the polar bear at the moment. One is going to go for the polar bear. Actually, they're both you're riding the polar bear, right?
Yeah.
All right, they're both going for the polar bear then.
Protective polar bear layer. All right, this bad boy's got 42 hit points, it looks like, and an armor class of 12. So it should be pretty easy to wreck this polar bear.
Should be. If I can get this to work real quick.
Oh, yeah, those are both going to definitely hit.
19 and a 21. Both bites hit.
How much damage is the polar bear that I just named Palisius taking?
10
10.
total damage.
Palisius, no!
Palisius.
Now I've named him and feel things. The Nuzlocke conundrum.
How much health that polar bear got?
It had 42. Now it has 32.
Oof, that's a beefy bear, though.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to be wild shaping into when I level up again.
All right, it is now your turn, Norman.
All right, so they're up on my polar bear friend. I'm not a fan personally. Are they looking at me over the boat? Like everyone's in full view of all of this now?
They're not looking over the boat at you per se. You are at advantage in terms of it. If you do some crazy shit, they might
What
see
if,
it.
like, I just like turned my hand into a claw and clawed into them real quick?
They're not going to see that shit.
Oh damn!
Levin's just going to miss. Just going to miss.
Oh, you have primal savagery.
Yeah, I just haven't had a good chance to use it yet.
That's a good idea, though. I would have grabbed that if I was your character.
Yeah, just imagined his hand turning into a big claw and just like. Wah.
Yeah.
All right, well I whiffed that primal savagery, and then I salute and end my turn. Go down with
right.
the bear ship.
Going down with the bear ship. Between your turn and Lawrence's turn, everybody give me perception checks or nature
Okay.
checks, whatever you feel better with.
Definitely better.
24 perception, 25 nat 20 nature from Lawrence.
Nat 20 nature, 25.
I got the 24 perception, and then we got a nat 1.
Nat 1.
nature perception from Mikey Pescatore.
I don't see shit.
Mikey doesn't notice a damn thing. Lawrence, you notice the water around you guys shift up as if something large has moved into the area and displaced a bunch of water.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't know.
Oh boy. Can I see where it is?
Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Or that's a 20 then.
With a 20 off to the backside right of the boat. It's still far away from Norman in the water, but moving in that direction. With lights on the water, you see that large shadow is back, and it's moving upriver towards where Norman and the other gators are in the water.
Boy.
It'll probably be there around, I don't know, this time next turn.
Norman, the giant gator's back.
Is that what your watch says?
I looked at my watch and it made my wrist hurt. So yeah,
I warned.
Warning the Norman.
Yeah.
and that brings us to Lawrence's turn.
It's me. I'm going to cast Magic Missile. I'm going to upcast second level.
4 missiles.
What's that? Yeah, 4 missiles. I'm gonna aim the first one at the one that was shot in the face. 3 damage. Did I kill it?
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm a rules lawyer for all sides. Magic missile, all the missiles at the same time. You got to pick them all before that spell goes off, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll also tell you it does not kill it.
All right, fine. With the remaining 3, I'll send another one to that, and then the one that got hit for 9 damage, I'll send the other 2.
All right, hit me.
Boom, 4 damage, and then boom, boom, 5 damage to this.
All right. So you do kill the one that took the big damage from Mikey in the first round. That guy was kind of like seizing out on top of the water, and you pop him twice more with your pistol, and he goes down. He just like floats to the top at the surface. And then the other one rolling around at the surface, very uncomfortable, having a hard time keeping itself afloat almost.
Okay.
So one's dead, the other one's very hurt. You still have one at full health, and one took a grazing hit.
Okay, I believe that is all I can do.
He
I'm just gonna
forfeits
blow
the
the
rest of
smoke
his
out of my
time.
gun. Or actually, no, not mine.
All right, so actually, no, good. With that, the 2 crocs get around, and they come swimming up. There's a corpse bobbing already around the polar bear, and everybody can just kind of go for the polar bear because everyone else is in the boat still. And the polar bear gets attacked by 2 more crocs. Crocs wearing crocs.
I'm sorry, Palunius. Why must I have brought you into this world just to die?
Cruel, cruel world.
That's a hit on a 14, and that's a hit on a 13.
Damn. What's his fucking armor class?
12.
Oh, shit.
So it was at 32, 19. Yeah.
Polludius is not doing well.
Polludius!
We will all weep tears for Polonius tonight.
With that, it's Polonius' turn. This bear has 7 names. Is it Paludius, Polunius, Pelusius?
Polonius.
Look,
I
none
thought
of it was well thought out. Okay,
I'm pretty sure it
Polonius.
started. I'm pretty sure it started as Polisius.
I don't remember. Okay, I named it. All that matters is the P, the L, and the Easiest part.
Brian, you better fucking post every single name like, now, like a list.
Look, Paldoris here.
when you
is
watch
going
this
to
again.
roll. Paldoris rolled a
Plus 7.
16 for its bite attack, and then Paldean region, the Spanish region of Pokemon, rolled a 24 for the claws.
They both.
Did
Which one
Palpatine hit?
Palpatine the polar bear hit.
Both? Did Pac-Man hit both?
Both, yes.
Okay.
And Miss Pac-Man, she's still alive.
So the first one is a D8 plus 5, so that's 11 damage from Palkia, the legendary water dragon type. Sorry, most of these are going to be Pokemon references. I don't know much else.
Alright.
No, you could just use Star Wars and just say, fucking. Well, how much health, by the way, does Padme have?
19, I believe.
No, but Palpatine started off with 40, and they lost like 20, and then 19.
So that's 18. I dealt 28 damage with
Persephone.
yeah, there we go. Thanks for the save. I'm running dry here.
Technically, it's 2d6 for the claws.
Yeah. The claws did the 2d6. Oh, I rolled 2d8.
2d8.
Thank you. So that's the dice were like, we understand what you're saying, Ryan. We will lower that dice.
How much total damage is that from parsnips?
Parthenax. It's 10 plus 16, so 26.
26 damage?
Yeah, 26 damage from Peppercorn.
I've been laughing so hard I didn't even notice that like a fight was happening. But 26 damage, holy shit.
All that's left is one fully healthy gator, untouched. Palpatine just absolutely murked 2 full-on gators, just like after getting just bit up a bunch, just like rears up polar bear style, golden compass, brings down 2 big ass polar bear paws into the water and just crushes 2 gators into the riverbed, flattens their skulls against it. Red bubbles come up, and then the gators don't rise.
Good job, Putty Prisoner.
Oh my god. No, but so there's one left.
There's
Yeah,
one
there's
left.
untouched.
Okay.
There's one untouched that Pablo didn't kill.
And there's also the big pajama mama jamma.
So we are back up to Mikey. It is your turn.
Oh, I am so happy it's my turn because I'm going to take a fucking risk. Okay, it says I can use it as a bonus action. So I'm going to bonus action speak to the alligator. Oh, I guess I have to disconnect with my buddy over there.
It's totally not worth it.
No,
You're
it
getting
is.
crucial information from this guy.
I know. I can do it again later, but I just want to see if I can get anything out of. Oh no! Is it the alligator saying that?
No, that was him. It was the last, all you got from him was Doritos.
Get that man a bag of Doritos when this is all over.
Oh, he deserves it.
Really like me some Doritos.
But I want to see if I can. I'm gonna go into the mind. Is it an
No,
alligator or a crocodile?
It's an alligator.
Okay, it matters for how I'm gonna approach this. I guess I just want to go. Hey, we're looking for your leader, like the guy that like brought you here and is telling you what to do. Does that mean anything to you, or are you just gonna come back to me with like, oh, I want food, random, I'm an animal, shit?
Good sir, I am offended.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
To think I am some base animal animal instinct creature.
Okay. All right. And I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant by that.
Our leader is what you're looking for? You will
yeah.
meet him soon enough. He is on his way here right now.
Oh, he is. Oh, he is it? He's coming right here? Because we're looking for him. He's coming here, and we don't have to look for him?
If in fact you are looking for a very large alligator, then yes, he is on his way.
No, that... Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of want to meet that guy, but that's not... okay, all right. So your leader's not like a bunch of frogs.
The frogs.
Yeah, like there's like... I heard there's
the
3 of
frogs
them.
do not lead the alligators. The large gator leads the gators.
Oh, fuck. All right. All right.
The frogs are merely a side piece.
Okay. So, are you saying the frogs work for the gator?
I'm saying we operate separate of one another.
Ah.
And the big Bahama Mama gator is about to come here right now.
Oh, that's not a good thing. I actually am now realizing what you're saying, and I don't like it. However, I was focusing on the frogs. But hey, I'm gonna.
The frogs are a nuisance.
I'm gonna disconnect the call.
With their
It was very nice talking to you. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. Shut off. Hey guys, there's a bigger one coming. This is gonna suck.
We knew that. We saw it.
I know, but it's coming back. I now know it.
That too.
All right. Well then, whatever.
It's coming. It's actually going to
I'm
attack.
sorry, you know, I feel bad. I feel like we're shutting you down. Thank you.
The boat suddenly lurches and shakes.
Oh, that's no buenos.
It's now.
Is it another
Yeah, that's not.
It's now Norman's turn. The only gator left in the water has like a real glazed eye look to it.
Oh wait, that was my bonus action.
Oh, that was your bonus action. You still have a turn.
Okay.
So the boat just kind of shook, and the gator you were talking with is still in the water. It's the only gator left in the water that you can see. The big one seems to be under the boat somewhere, and this one's got like a glazed eye kind of John going on because you were just talking to it.
Well, fuck him.
He's shooting the gator.
Yeah, that hits his proper, sir.
7 damage.
He's hurt, not dead, but hurt. You singe him.
Yeah, but he's in water. He just go right down.
Give me a stealth roll.
Oh shit, that's right. Bam. 7.
7's not very good. Jim is very focused on where the gator was, the big dark mark was, because the boat had just shook. But Tim feels like he's lost something since you've broken the connection.
Oh,
He didn't know he had it, but he feels like he lost something. And he's just kind of staring at you since then. And Tim definitely sees you blast a firebolt out of your pentagram as opposed to like shooting a gun.
I'm just gonna look at him and I'm just gonna do like put my hands up like, hey, what do you want from me? You know, because he can't talk. He's not gonna tell on me.
It's not that he can't talk. He can't that he can't talk. He's a mumbler and a man of few words. And he just he just kind of looks at you. He's like,
man did something wrong.
You can't hear that, but like because you've been connected to him for so long now, you can kind of like your brain almost like fills it in.
Yeah, my brain right now is filling it in, and I can't even see his face.
You two are experiencing the loss of this connection. A connection forged.
This is getting meta. It's
trip.
infecting my brain at this point.
You're just really playing your character right now. It's good. Norman, you're up. There's a hurt gator in the water, and there's a big gator deep in the water that you can't see.
I'm a giant squid.
You're now a giant squid on top of a polar bear.
Correct. And
If we ever get any kind of like listener followship, To have somebody draw fan art of that would be so cool.
Like a bloodied spirit bear in the water just fighting crocodiles, and all of a sudden there's just a guy turning into a giant octopus on his back, just taking a tentacle attack for a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Because, by the way, what you just described, there is no possible way I could get AI to draw that.
And bludgeoning damage for the octopus shenanigan.
There's too many nouns. There's too many things. There's no way AI could draw that. That's impossible.
Hey, you're getting to draw too many animals at once.
The gator is in death roll mode. It is basically cooked, spinning around in the water still on instinct. Almost dead.
All right. Well, I have advantage on stealth checks while underwater. I can breathe underwater, and I can not breathe for an hour. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna be swimming now as a giant octopus.
So now there's a polar bear and an octopus.
All seems to be going as it should. I yield the remainder of my time.
All right. It's been exactly 1 round since I ominously told you guys that crocodile might show back up.
Yeah, that's why I'm a giant octopus.
The big guy. But doink.
Oh shit, my tentacles have 15 feet reach. May come up.
I mean, it might come up. Who knows? I wish it was more ominous. Like if there was like a background music, but all I've got is like a bear.
Oh, we got a bear.
The polar bear's in the water.
Eric,
Yeah.
is there some ability that you wish that the giant gator wouldn't be able to make skill checks on? Just a random question.
If you made it worse at strength athletics, that would probably be good.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Because
All right.
I have a grapple, and I think they do grapply things too.
All right, guys. So for what's going on right now, the boat you are on has an armor class of 16.
Ooh,
Oh, that's good.
that's not good.
And
Yeah, I
it
know. Isn't
only-
it great?
It has 12 health.
That's
fuck.
even worse.
Should have brought that
Yes.
spare boat.
It's even worse news. Okay.
You feel the gator, the giant one, coming up from the bottom, and there's an attack coming.
Oh fuck! 24. Oh fucking.
See how much damage the bite deals to the boat, real quick.
Maybe it'll do 5 damage.
Yeah.
You said the
16?
boat had how much? 12?
12.
Yes.
That's a little bit more than 12. That is.
So the gator comes up from underneath the boat and absolutely explodes the boat into splinters, shooting Mikey and Lawrence and the Clark brothers into the air, sending all of them into the water.
Can I Misty Step to land? That's
You
not
can
reaction.
Misty Step to land.
I can't do it until my turn.
You're probably close enough. You can't do it till your turn. All right. I
Yeah.
was gonna say you're close enough to land and Misty Step to land. It is gonna take you a bit out of the fight, but you do have range. As of right now, you're in the water. You are up next, but the giant gator does have one more turn. It is gonna unleash its tail attack on Paloma.
Paloma!
It's a 14 hit Paloma.
Oh, that certainly does. Palpations.
Oh, I think it's dead.
Palpitations is still just barely alive. I believe
Palpitations.
has 4 health left, probably.
Positron has 4 health left.
Lawrence, you're up next.
Hey.
Quickly kill it. We must protect Pegasus.
Target has disadvantage on ability checks with the chosen ability.
You see how that bite says grapple?
Is it that specific with abilities that you have to like? Could it just be strength, or could I choose?
Well, yeah, you pick
grapple?
strength, but strength affects grapples.
Right, so it has to be the abilities of strength, dex, con, int.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about Hex?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hex, you choose one of their ability scores, and they have disadvantage. Is that what it is?
Yep,
Disadvantage on any
yep,
skill checks relating to that.
Yep. Totally agree, and you're giving all the information. Ryan, you're afraid of fucking sharks, and I barely understand that, but I kind of do. We're going into my fear that I've never really addressed, which is monsters that live in freshwater. Fucking alligators. Like,
I'm not a huge fan of alligators either.
what?
I'm a big fan. I'm afraid of anything that'll eat me alive that I that moves faster than me in an element that I am not fast in.
I am terrified of being in the water with a predator. Like my inability to move quickly in that scenario scares the shit.
But here's where fucking alligator snapping turtles. We live in a scenario where alligator snapping turtles just are wherever they want to be, and I know they don't like you; they want to swim away from you. But holy fuck, it could literally shave off half your foot in a snap.
Well, I guess I'm glad I've hit this this note. It is your turn.
Instead of swimming or going to the shore, I'm just going to cast Chromatic Orb. I meant to
Just
say
to
I'm gonna
recap, just so you know, there is one croc or gator in the water. This is the cross I'm going to die on. There's one gator in the water that has very little health left, and there's the big guy. All right, so 21 damage all to the big guy.
That's right.
Nice choice, my man. It's a nice choice. What is the chrome of your chromatic orb? What's the color? What's the damage?
I'm just gonna go with lightning.
Then roll me a fucking extra d6. He's in the water.
Oh shit!
That's gonna be a 6.
6.
Yes. And that's what the gator's like. "Ah!"
27 damage total.
Is that it for your turn? Do you yield the rest of your time?
I will. How far away am I from shore? Can I just swim the rest of the way?
What's your swim speed?
It would be 15.
You are probably 20 feet from shore. You can basically get to like where you can stand in the shallows.
All right. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Still keep my head on the swivel for any additional crocodiles or alligators.
Dope. Since you did not address the croc problem, we have one croc attack left, and it's going against Palsidius. Palinoma.
No. Hell no, he has 4 hit points left. And 12 armor class.
Why is
That's a
there such a shit armor class? That's insane for a bear.
All the bears do.
12?
All the bears are like 11.
That's a
And
dead
that-
bear.
And that bear's the gator lunges.
No.
The gator
Placenta?
lunges at Palboa and just wraps him up in a gator wrap and just gators him to death. Just
Oh, it's so violent.
Death rips
Oh my God.
rips his larynx out as it rolls, like clomps onto the throat, and you have to
Oh,
watch
the
him just,
water's turned
bloody
red.
It's turned-
Pepperoncini.
pepperoncini's like gone from like a brilliant white color to pink.
Peninsula will never be forgotten.
The parabola sinks to the bottom of the river. Parabola.
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 Arabella.
Which, by the way, Eric, I would love to name a pet Peppercini. That's such a good pet name. Holy fuck. I want a little kitty or a dog named Peppercini.
Little spicy boy.
So good.
All right, so the Parsnips doesn't get another turn, and it goes back up to the top of the order. It is Mikey's turn.
Hmm.
There's a giant gator, and it has been electrocuted by a giant electric orb.
I'm going to bonus action hex its ass. He puts a curse on a creature. Okay, well then I fucking hex him. And the
You put a hex on me.
Yeah,
I
you get
deal
the
an
extra
extra 1d6 necrotic when I attack, and I will fuck up his ability with strength.
Gator got disadvantage on strength skill-based checks, aka athletics, aka that go rapple.
Looks like a weak gator.
And because apparently I've just learned, a little bit ago, the spellcasters can only do one spell a turn or also a cantrip. I will do. Where the hell is it?
Are you doing your triple Eldritch Blast again?
Eldritch Blast. That's what it's called. Yes.
So you use both your uses for the day, but damn it, if you didn't crit on one of them.
And that crit gets 2d6 extra damage.
So the 9 does not hit.
So you're rolling 3d6 to add because of the hex.
Oh.
So it's 18 plus 18. So you got 36 force damage there, Buckaroo.
That hurts. That hurts a big gator a lot. Can you describe to me how you deal 36 damage and then bloody a big old gator?
All right. Well, I still have my pentagram out, I'm still holding it like it's a fucking gun. Once again, it's like a bunch of energy seems to be being focused. It being sucked into my eye, my one red eye. Eventually, it builds up, and I just fire it out.
Did you fly above the water to do this, or are you just kind of like floating?
I was gonna say I do not want to be in this water. I would like to fly.
You dealt that damage, and that gator is fucked up. This time, both Jim and Tim, who are floating in the water, see you fly and float up out of the water and then shoot this crazy red blast out of you into this giant gator. They're not upset about it because they feel it in a very dangerous way. They're floating in the water with this big fucking gator.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's just staring at you, slack jawed, and Tim's looking at you. Again, you can kind of almost hear in your head, go, "Goat man." Goat man. Fire goat man. That's the end of your turn, unless you want to try to fly back towards land, or if you're going to stay just kind of floating above the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go up and just like
Oh,
fly
even
above
higher.
everything.
Gotcha. Dope. So you're higher up now, a little bit hard to see at night almost.
Nice.
That will bring us to Norman. You are in the water.
So I'm a giant octopus towards this gianter crocodile, and I'm going to use my ink cloud action to shoot a 20-foot radius cloud of ink that extends all around the octopus. I want to do that right in his face.
All right. Dope. What's this do to him?
The area is heavily obscured for 1 minute, although a significant current can disperse the ink. After releasing the ink, the octopus can use the dash action as a bonus action, so I then like to dash towards anyone who's still in the water that I can reach and try to grab them with a tentacle and start dragging them towards land.
All right. So both the Clark brothers are still in the water, and that's it. Lawrence is at the shore.
See,
Mikey
but here's
is
the thing
flying.
about the Clark brothers is they've seen too much.
Oh,
So I'm actually going to bring
no.
them into the water.
Oh no.
Oh no!
There are guides.
They're cool dudes.
They got us here.
They're cool dudes.
Yeah, we
I
don't.
know,
we
I
have
love
no
them as
idea.
characters.
We have no idea how to get back.
We'll
No, we
figure it
kind
out.
of do. We got here. You know, you can go back the same way we came.
So anyway, I
mean-
grab them and bring them into the water.
He might
Oh,
not-
no.
All right, give me strength checks to drag the Clark brothers in.
Oh
Separate.
my god.
We'll say DC 15s for both of them. You got them both.
Oh no.
I'm a horror
21 and
movie
18.
monster. I can't help it.
All right, so Mikey, you look down and you see both the Clark brothers being dragged towards deeper water. Their heads start to be dragged under as they're both kind of like fighting to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you also see this from shore. You see them because they were kind of like splashing their way towards shore. You see them kind of being dragged back outwards almost. Norman, is that it for your turn?
Yep. I'm a supervillain.
All right, well, while you're super villaining, and since Placebo is dead, the big Croc's coming for you. You're the biggest thing in the water.
But
And it's-
there's some ink. I got that ink.
So it's got disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
All right, so big Croc
You-
time.
You pulled both of them into the water?
Yeah.
I mean, they were both they were both
The way you
yeah,
said that, dude, was so fucking menacing.
yeah.
Yeah.
They know too much. We're a secret clandestine organization trying to keep these things a secret from the real world.
I
I'm
know.
top of the agent class for a reason.
No, you're
I
doing
know
great.
this
No,
is-
you're doing great.
The bite does not hit you, correct? A 10.
Oh yeah, no, that just misses. I have 11 armor class right now.
Here comes the tail.
That one hits.
All right, so 14 on the tail. That's 12 bludgeoning damage and must succeed a DC.
because we're swimming.
We'll say if you do not succeed the DC 16 saving throw, you're going to lose the Clark brothers. They're going to be knocked from your grasp.
No.
All right, so the Croc hits you. The big old Croc slaps you with the tail, and it hits you so hard that it shocks you, and you let go accidentally of both the Clark brothers, and they both start floating back up towards the surface. You also take 12 damage.
Fuck. All right.
All right, it's Lawrence's turn.
My turn.
Just for a heads up, I believe you, Lawrence, swam to the shore.
Sure. Yeah.
So you're at the shore now. Everybody else is in the water except for Mikey, who is currently beating his wings above the water.
Did I see the giant octopus grabbing these guys and trying to drown them?
We'll do a perception check. So let's start rolling from here.
Is Winston flying around somewhere?
Where is Winston? Winston should be with you.
All right. So then he wasn't flying around to sea, so I'll just roll this normally.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
will.
5.
Yeah, you'll know nothing, and you'll like it, bitch. Leave me to my murder.
I don't want to.
Just leave me to my murder, okay? I'm not the one who keeps exposing the truth to these people. I'm just the consequence of that.
You're exposing the final truth to them. That's
The final truth is that it's time to die.
Jesus.
That was dark.
It was very dark.
All right, so you, with a perception roll of 5, saw dick-ass nothing. You were busy doggy paddling to shore. Once you got to shore, you got up and immediately started like patting yourself off. Oh, that is offensive. I'm sorry. You started patting yourself off, trying to like as much moisture as you can off of your coat. You do consider for a moment shaking yourself out.
well, then I'm gonna look towards the water to see where the combat is.
Oh, wow.
All right, you look towards the water. You see both the Clark brothers are kind of like bobbing at the surface, flailing around a little bit. You know you were with the boat when Norman turned into an octopus, so you know Norman is in the water as an octopus, and you can see the gator at the surface kind of like struggling with something in the water, which you assume is Norman.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also see Mikey is kind of up and above the group, trying to kind of stay out of direct line of sight of the Clarks.
Okay. Unfortunately, Misty Step does not teleport somebody with me.
No, it does not. That's a dimension door.
I don't have dimension door. So I'm going to use my movement. How far away are they from me? Flailing brothers.
You swim about 15 feet back to shore. They're probably a little bit further out than you were because they got dragged out by Norman a little bit. So they're going to be about 25 feet away from you.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action Misty Step to teleport over to the brother that can actually speak, Jim. And then I'll use my action to start helping him to the shore.
All right. Give me an athletics check then.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, it is.
That's an at
Oh
20.
my god! Oh, I hate that.
Normally your swim speed's 15 feet, right?
That's right.
And you Misty stepped all the way out there. So on the shore at one point, you kind of like clock Jim out there, and he's just kind of bobbing in the water. He's like, somebody help me! Somebody help me, please! And you see him immediately, and you just lip to poof little like nightcrawler puff of smoke, and you appear above and land in the water just smoothly and silently. You pop back up next to him, and you just kind of grab him by the scruff. Now, this guy is tall and skinny, and in a much more graceful way than your first doggy paddle to shore. You just booking it in. One point in your life, you were meant to swim, and you denied yourself that. You are Michael Phelps of the werewolf world right now.
Don't worry, Jim. I've got you.
Thank you. There is a big gator in the water.
This is why we have a gator gun.
No, we didn't. We remember we don't have a gator gun. We don't have a gator gun. This is the problem.
I know I know you don't have one. That's kind of the whole thing I was doing, was saying that's why you have. You know, it doesn't matter. Does your brother know how to swim?
Tim's actually a great swimmer. It's one of his best parts of the triathlon. Yeah, he can't biker run for shit, but he can swim like a madman.
I can tell because he's kind of round. Swimmers get fat when they stop swimming for a while.
He's just it's weird. He's very, very buoyant and aerodynamic for some reason, or aerodynamic.
Hydrodynamic, I guess, would be the word.
Hydrodynamic. He's nautical.
That would make sense. But I just need you to focus on the shore.
So with your nat 20, I'm going to let you get back to basically the shallows. So you're not back up on land, but you swim up to a point where you guys can both stand up to your knees in water. You are essentially out of the water in terms of where you could be attacked.
Good. All right, I'm going to go back in and get your brother, although he might not need my help.
So you used your bonus action Misty Step. You used your movement to get back. Are you
I
going to
used I used my action to help him, really.
Yeah, use your action to help him. I was going to say you can't really dash or go. On your next turn, you'd have to go back in for Timmer.
Yeah, I'll have to use an actual spell slot for that Misty Step. If he can swim back, I might not actually have to.
We will see. I'm going to roll, since you've got Jim out of the water and to safety, I'm going to roll a quick initiative for Timmer real quick just to see where he pops up in the order. All right. Tim is not going to go until basically right before your turn again. He's sitting right at the same initiative order as Norman and the Giant Gator.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it'll be a full round, but there's not much left down low here because Panda Republic's already dead. We do have a Croc in the water. He is actually smaller than the giant octopus, so he's not going to fuck with the giant octopus. He's going to turn his attention to Timmer.
Oh, God, no.
I didn't really stat Tim out. I didn't think he was going to end up in this scenario.
He'd probably be commoner stats, if anything.
He's a level 13 paladin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tim? Jim?
I'm a paladin.
Gotta get swimming. Gotta get swimming. All right. Poor Tim.
Oh, I'm going to use Misty Barbs.
Misty Silvery Barb?
Silvery Barbs.
I want
to reroll that crit.
Misty Barb.
Oh, God. All right.
I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to turn to Jim and say, I'm doing this to save your brother.
We're going to re-roll the crit because the Croc did crit on Timmer.
I don't know if he can survive no matter what the Croc gets.
It just has to miss.
We're gonna say he's got an armor class of 10.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
All right. I'm inspired. I'll help save this guy.
It's got a +4 to hit. Really just had to roll a 6 or higher. Couldn't do it. The Croc misses Timmer. It comes in, and he does a very buoyant barrel roll at the surface, almost in mimicry of a death roll. Rolls along the surface of the water and out of the way of the lunging crocodile. And then you see him just put on a bit of a jet, and he starts to paddle his way up out of there. He doesn't have any movement yet, but crocodile has gone past him in a lunge, and he's put a little bit of space between them.
Shoved its head away like a shark.
He looked like Steve Irwin in the water. He kind of like just pushed him to the side and just kept moving. Panda Republic is no more, so we're back up to the top of the order. It is Mikey Pescatori's turn. You've got a big Croc who's been bloodied in the water. You are still flying above the water. Timmer has just dodged the smaller Croc in the water. Give me a perception roll or perception check with advantage.
Oh fuck! Hang on, I gotta plug in my laptop.
Oh,
no!
Hey.
Oh, thank God. But what was the stat you wanted me to hit up?
Give me a perception check with advantage because you were above everything. With advantage, you rolled an 18.
Oh, advantage! Yay!
You definitely saw both the Clark brothers get wrapped up in tentacles from your aerial view there and kind of dragged underwater.
Oh no!
As to like when Norman had done it in the first place. They've both been freed since then, but like when it first happened, you saw them get dragged down by the tentacles. Now you don't know necessarily if Norman was trying to move them away from the Crocs or what was happening. You don't have a predisposition to thinking anything because you guys did not pass any of the checks with the sheriff. As far as you guys still know, that sheriff just is on vacation.
This is beautiful.
But you definitely saw they didn't go down because Crocs pulled them under. You saw them, you watched the tentacles in the water pull them down.
Mm.
And you can operate with that information as you wish to. It is your turn. There is still a mildly hurt regular-sized crocodile that just went past Timmer, and there's the fairly hurt giant Croc. Gator. Crocigator.
Crocigator.
Gatodile.
Crocolator.
It's time for the Crocolator. It's time for the Crocolator.
Okay, the Crocolator.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, because he's my known target and I can actually see him as opposed to the tentacle target,
Whoa, hey.
No, the town. Yeah, I'm trying to protect the two dudes. I'm not going to cast hex on whoever's tentacleizing the two dudes.
I'm Cthulhu, dude.
I might have cast hex on them, but I'm not going to. Magic missile. I'm a magic missile them bitches. So I'm going to activate what I call, instead of magic missile, fallen stars. It is a bunch of stars that come out of the sky and land on the person instead of coming out of my wand or whatever the hell D&D wants me to do.
They're all going for the big
one.
rock.
The big one.
7 force damage.
Does hex work for spells, or is it only?
You place a curse on a creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
With an attack.
Oh my god, yeah.
But that's why it doesn't work. Because this isn't an attack roll. This is just a spell that just hits.
Instant hits.
Oh.
All right, so back to 7 damage, which is still a pretty okay, man. 21 would have been devastating.
Thanks, Eric.
I'm sorry. I'm looking it says
No, I like that. I like that. I didn't realize it until you said, like, yeah, it's not actually an attack. It's a spell being cast.
But like Scorching Ray does do that because each attack from Scorching Ray is a ranged spell attack.
Gotcha.
You dealt 7 damage. We've moved on from that. It is Norman's turn as an octopi.
All right, I'm gonna save the other brother because I've had a change of heart.
It was a very excited
the right
Mike
thing.
there. Very excited, Mike.
I grab our rotund friend and I drag him to the surface, shielding him from the Croc in case of an opportunity attack. I'll take it instead.
Timur feels like he's like just cruising now. He's like, he has tentacles around him, and he's just like, I am fucking moving towards the surface, baby. I'm awesome.
The tentacles come out of the water, and I'm going to gently place him on the surface. And then I'm just going to take like a defensive flailing stance next to the shore to wait for the Crocs. I'll say it was probably my action to scoop him and drop him off. So that's all I can really do. I'm just going to flail here.
Can I have a performance check real quick? Or a sleight of hand? Or a sleight of tentacle?
I think the performance check would make me smile more. Let me double check that real quick. Can we go with that first thought of that performance?
Let's go with the performance. Give me a tentacle performance.
Damn, even with +9, I only got a 13.
13's all right. You scoop and dump Timur up on the shore. Mikey, you could still kind of hear him in your head, like, look at me, I'm free willy. Free willy. He like comes up out of the water. Give me a 10.
I'll hold up a 10.
He does that thing where he like puts his feet together and holds his arms out. He just like completed a gymnast routine.
I'm happy I did this.
He looks like a human frogman almost. He probably is like so on point for this investigation because he's like real.
Because he is a frogman.
He's a human, but he's skinny legs, skinny arms.
He's a frogman.
You've incepted him. Eric's not going to let it go. Eric's going to kill this man thinking he's a frogman.
He's got that Gru vibe to him.
Wow.
He is now safe on shore as well. You are at the edge of the water, I imagine, and there's just like a bunch of tentacles coming up out of the water, very Clash of the Titans, Kraken-esque.
Beginning of Malcolm in the Middle. Gotcha.
A wall of tentacles. Yes, exactly. That is your turn, correct?
Yeah, I yield the remainder of my time. I'm here flailing the tentacles around.
Tentacle yield. All right, I am going to flip a coin real quick to see behind the scenes where this giant Croc is going to throw. You guys can see the big Croc in the water. There's blood coming up out of it. It had been following the giant octopus around, but as it sees you get towards the shallows, it does one of those turn around real quick, and you kind of see it dive low, and everybody freezes for a second, and you don't see anything coming until the Croc comes flying up vertically out of the water right underneath Mikey.
Oh, no.
There's flapping in the wind above it. It is going to throw a bite attack at him.
Oh, it's going to launch itself out of the water to fight him.
Yep, launches itself out of the
water. For no particular reason. Do you have the shield spell?
No, I do not.
Oh, good.
So very much like in Crocodile Hunter when Steve was at the zoo and he holds food above, like on that big platform, and they jump out of the water. This guy is breaching the surface for Mikey. Here comes the bite.
And Lawrence doesn't have a reaction for the silvery barbs.
I do.
Does a 15 beat your armor class?
It's 13.
It's 13. Oof.
Yeah. I do have Hellish Rebuke. So 21. I was at 36.
Oh.
All right. So you took a big chunk of damage. You're at 15 and you're grappled.
Thank you for saying that.
So with Mikey in tow in its mouth, it's going to swim towards shore and just whip out with its tail towards Norman as an octopus.
You're walking
Go ahead
there.
and roll damage. I think the 28 crit's gonna
Holy
hit. I'm
fuck!
not
Is this
sure.
game rigged? How is there this many? 28.
I think you're soon to not be an octopus.
I'm soon to probably not be an octopus. I have
Hey,
like
you can
24 hit
regrow
points
your
right now.
limbs.
So I took
27.
27. So I take 3 damage and I'm back to being a person.
Damn.
All right, give me a. You want to give me a quick visual of what happens as Norman gets absolutely walloped by this concussive slap of this giant croc's tail.
So I'm standing there flailing the tentacles, trying to draw attention, just like, all right, we got them out of the water. Now what? I see Mikey get grabbed, and I'm just like, oh, that's not good. As he grabs Mikey, he's flipping around, and I see the tail, and I just like kind of rotate towards it and stop flailing the tentacles, and I'm just like, oh, that's not good at all. And it just fucking crushes me like a fucking accordion, like a cartoon character. But as it comes up, I get up and just kind of brush a little bit of dirt off myself. Oh, I'm totally fine. Cool. Let's do this.
You're the one character that could actually crush like a cartoon character. Like realistically. I almost want to roll for perception to see if I notice. But I'm obviously distracted.
You guys have seen me wild shape already. You know I can do that.
Yeah, I just assume
that's
you're
true.
another weirdo.
Do you want to roll perception though? You're just
Yeah.
kind of like stuck in a croc's mouth. Do you want to see if you see
Yeah.
you see Norman become an accordion?
Yep.
Give me a perception check.
20. Fucking what the hell is going on here?
Too many crits today.
So many crits.
Like
You
one of
have never seen anything as well as you see this tail just absolutely wallop the body of the octopus that Norman is, and you see him become cartoon drawing. Two flattened, 2 poofs of smoke come out either side, both cartoon 2D.
French
And then
style.
it comes back up. Norman just stands up out of the crater and dusts himself off and looks at himself. He's like, fine. You see it perfect.
And then I immediately
It's
within
burned into your brain.
the second that ends, my face just goes underwater again with this motherfucker. I have no time to react or say anything or even care.
What a beautiful waste of a nat 20. I feel like you knew you were gonna nat 20 that as well. That's why you asked to perception check it. You were like,
yeah.
"You know what?
Yeah,
All
some
nat
of these
20s. Let me just do a nat 20.
Yeah, some of these guys might want to save their luck and their nat 20s for when they do like a really awesome roll with an attack. I do it for something that means nothing.
And I
I will-
like it.
And won't change anything. I could just
All
feel
right.
it.
All right, that was the giant croc's turn. Lawrence, it is your turn. Norman's up on shore. Both the Clark brothers are up on shore. You're up on shore. The giant croc is right up close to shore because it just flew in there and attacked Norman as an octopus. You've seen some stuff today. Some stuff even weird for you. What do you want to do here? This giant croc is bloodied and fucked up. You can see just blood coming off it in the water. There's also still a smaller croc, but it's out still in the water. It's nowhere near anybody else because everyone's now either on shore or inside the mouth of the giant croc.
He's an ambush predator. He's not going to come to us.
My God, if you choose to not do anything,
Smarter.
No, the only thing I can do, I think, to guarantee that we fucking end this is just
hide.
I choose to end my turn. No, I cast magic missile. 3 to the big croc. 12 damage.
Nice.
12 damage and this croc.
I flip him with my book. I say, Winston, I need help. This croc has got my friend under the water.
Oh, you always need help. Can't you do something yourself?
You haven't brought you out in almost 2 or 3 days. I gave you a vacation. You should be happy.
All right then. And then he just like shuffles through a couple pages and then slams the book open and close a few times, and you just see 3 shots fly out of him.
We got magic spell effects today, boys.
And they blast into the croc, and it's got Mikey up in its mouth, and it slowly rolls over to its side, absorbing these blows, and rolls up onto its back, twitches a few times, and looks like it's trying to get back up onto its stomach, and then just kind of goes limp in the shallows. Jaws open up slowly, and Mike tumbles out into the shallows as well, bloodied and bruised after being absolutely bit up by that giant croc.
I'm going to turn to Jim and Tim and just say, Looks like we have a lot to talk about.
You guys got a gator gun? Is that what happened? You guys? It looks like you guys brought your own gator gun, huh?
I'm gonna
Oh,
swim
remember
to
that
shore.
comment I made earlier when I said they are the gator gun?
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense now.
I don't know if sense is any of this.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna swim to shore, and I'm just gonna be like, God damn it, this was a new fucking jacket. This trench coat's got holes all through it now from the fucking.
I'm gonna put
heat."
my arm on Mikey's shoulder while he's complaining about the
God
jacket, and I'm gonna be like,
damn.
the healing word of today is cope, and I'm gonna.
I can deal with the mud. The mud can be washed out, but there's holes in my freaking jacket now.
I'm
God
also
damn it.
I'm gonna go on the other shoulder and hand him $500 and be like, buy a new one.
Me? Wait, you're
yeah,
handing me that?
yeah, I'm handing you $500.
I'm gonna I feel it, like somehow I smell the money, and I just have my hand just reaches up to that shoulder. Oh, thank you. Oh, I appreciate and I just sneakily just take it. God, I appreciate it. It's just jacket. It's
I gave you 9 hit points, if that matters.
Mikey, you hear in the back of your head, wonder if I can pull that jacket off.
Oh,
I bet I look pretty good in the jacket.
hey, you know what? I ain't using it no more. I kind of gotta be well, he's not all there. I want to look classy, and I can't use this no more. Yeah, you want it? And I hand it to the fat guy.
Timur reaches out slowly at first, and then his hand just kind of shoots out and darts back with the jacket real quick, like a damaged person. Yeah, it's got holes in it from where the Croc teeth punctured through it. There is some blood on it, but he still kind of shakes it out and puts it on. A little long, probably take it in a little bit. And he puts his hands in the pockets, pulls out an assortment of demonic artifacts and relics, and he's like, I think you left your phone in there.
It's I put my hands out, my palms are open, give me that stuff. But you look good. I just I need that, especially the teeth of a virgin. I need all that. Yeah, give me that.
This is
weird. My friend's a drug dealer. That's why he has a pager.
And you guys have survived the giant croc battle, albeit bruised and a little bit bloodied.
And minus 1 coat.
Okay.
We should real quick talk about how what you guys saw was us using traditional firearms to defeat these Crocigators.
So I'm going to be honest.
I have spoken.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah, it was traditional firearms that made it so I could fly. And it was like
all right, so maybe we're gonna leave that part of the story out.
That's why I was laughing, because I'm just about explaining everything that just happened with traditional firearms.
Traditional firearms.
It's all just traditional firearms. That's
so
explain everything.
The only thing you have to consider is that you are alive right now because
Lawrence brought the gator gun.
Yeah.
Because of us.
That's our job. That's why we here. That's why you hit us up.
Might not have been here if it wasn't for you guys though also. But I do it. So is there any way, and we're not going to say nothing to nobody. We obviously wouldn't say nothing to nobody, but is there any way you guys can file some kind of report that makes this look like an accident so I can collect insurance on the boat? Because
just talk to Frank. He's a great writer. I've studied all of his.
Actually, hold on one second. I'm going to leave real quick. I'm going to leave the scene.
I just love when you said that.
I'm going to come back. You're going to see a very strong-jawed African-American gentleman comes back wearing the same outfit. And he's just going to be like, now, if you want to do insurance fraud, you're going to need to follow these simple instructions. And I'm going to fully fill out the paperwork as an insurance agent to help this guy do a fraud. What do I have to roll to help this guy fraud?
Wait, did you just become Orlando Jones from Office Space?
Maybe unintentionally.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
That's a 19.
Jesus
yes.
fucking Christ! We're on a roll
You-
tonight.
You write up an absolutely perfect police report, like the entire insurance claim, police report, the entire thing, for them to submit to their insurance company so they can get the value back on their boat. And you do it flawlessly. 19's a great roll. You do what you set out to do.
Look,
They
Lionel's a
call-
great insurance agent. That's all I can say.
They call him Mr. Tibbs.
You work for them.
And then I'm gonna go back out into the woods and then come back as Norman and just be like, yeah, he's a great guy.
Did you miss the lawyer? He just walked right past you.
Oh no, I sent him over. He's my lawyer. He's on call.
Oh.
These are very much like Deliverance type people, so they'd probably buy it.
A man can dream.
I mean, especially the fat one's buying it wholeheartedly.
Guy, great coat. Love my coat. You get a new boat, new coat, new mate.
We've sufficiently purchased your silence, I'd say, haven't we?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I was already scared of you guys, anyways. So I was going to be pretty quiet. Tim's the one that would. You really got to watch out for Tim. He can be kind of talkative. I know it's kind of doing what I said before, but he really loves a good gossip.
You're kind of gossiping right now, and he says nothing.
I just realized something. Maybe I'm just overstepping, but I'm being paranoid. Can I perception check to make sure I didn't leave anything in that coat?
Yes.
Because I'm now realizing I don't want to do that. And I roll a 3.
He kind of patted down all the pockets to begin with and gave you back most of your stuff. It's a big coat with a lot of pockets. You don't have a good inventory of everything that was in the coat. Kind of not your vibe. You kind of just have everything in the coat and you just root around for it when you need it.
He'll find a random bag of coke one day.
That's me in real life. If you saw my bag, it took me a week to find my charger in it.
So he gave you back everything he found on his first go at. You have your pendant on you and your stuff. There may be something in there that you probably shouldn't have left in there.
I mean,
but you don't know.
I counted all the virgin teeth, and I still got 4 virgin teeth. So I mean, I don't know what I'm missing. So I guess it's everything.
Hey guys, editing room Eric here. We never did an ending for this episode, so I'm here to say thank you so much for listening to the Roll Initiative podcast, Season 1, Claw and Order Special Cryptids Unit. Now please enjoy a medley of noises from the recording that I hodgepodge together in a song. I give you plotting out my tactical bear. Tactical bear, tactical bear. You can summon him anywhere. Tactical bear, tactical bear. He's got soft and floofy hair.
That was a good beer crack. These fucking guys right here.
What was the other one of them?
I demand them to be my best friends forever.
Oh, there was that little goblin in the one D&D game we played that was named Smitty, and you were like, I want it, and I was like, I hate it, get it, I do not want it.
Yeah, there was that one. Ryan really did an annoying voice for the lamb in that one.
That's right.
In that one section you were running, and I was like, me and CJ were need to murder this lamb.
He was supposed to be kind of a bad guy. So, what
would you say he's the bad guy?
Also, Ryan was super smart in the game that he ran. I had to kill a guy in the opening scene I was in, and it was a king, and he made him talk like the fucking priest in Princess Bride, like wow, 12, wow, and he knows that I fucking can't stand that. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy so hard."
You at least let your people talk. In Ryan's game on Thursday, he put this big group of people surrounding us, and it was just like, we're gonna attack you, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna let them talk. I pull out my bow and shoot the big guy.
Hey, I always let them talk.
I was just like, no, I know an ambush when I see one.
Sometimes it's fun to have like a full-on conversation with your prey before you kill them.
Yeah, sometimes it's cool, but I just thought it would be hilarious to just load that guy's chest full of arrows in that moment, and now it's my guy's thing.
It was going to answer some questions, if there were any.
My question was, how fast do you want to die? And his answer was in about 3 turns.
He lasted like an hour and a half.
That's 3 turns. That's D&D. Yeah. What didn't you understand about that?
Yeah, 3 turns. Yep. That's
yeah,
about right.
3 hours, a turn an hour. Yeah, about a turn an hour. It's about the rate that it should be.
Well, all right, boys. That was another session handled. We're into the investigation. That one, I feel like I was able to at least give you like that was like actually like the Loveland frogmen like story.
Yeah,
like,
I could tell.
I can actually give you guys like I was like, I'm gonna give it to him in a dossier this time. That way we actually get to like investigate like people. Yeah. So like it like I changed like a few things up, but like for the most part like I should in the first story the guy's like yeah, they had pants on, loose fitting pants. it's like part of one of the descriptors, and you're just like, wait, what? I was like, I'm gonna bring that up at some point. Like, I just absolutely derail everything, which is being like, yeah, they had loose fitting pants on.
Yeah, that would have been. There's no way I could
Ask what kind of pants.
And I was imagining.
We're gonna go look around for everyone with
have
loose
like
fitting pants.
ropes as their belts. Like it's not even like a belt; it's just a tied off like clothing line.
I'm just like it's either like MC Hammer pants. Like
oh my god! Oh, I didn't even.
Or like some Jenko jeans.
Jenko jeans, just 90s, full 90s.
Bring it back.
Big baggy jeans. They're gangster frogs. Oh, I know what to tell the AI to make next.
AI, give me gangster frog people.
Yeah.
Gangster frog wizards.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Will it give you mafia gangsters or street gangsters?
Oh no! See, that's where I know how to perfect the AI. I can tell it exactly what I want.
Give me crypt frogs.
It's done with commas.
Give me crypt frogs that are wizards.
You have to say the same thing over and over again. You have to go like waterfall, falling water, water that is falling, waterfall that is falling and looks awesome. Like you kind of have to, and then it goes, okay, I get what you're saying. Don't say it again.
You learning how to
take the aqua and make it change altitude.
You learning how to talk to an AI is scary. Like it's just like you're like I'm perfecting how to talk to this robot.
You have it's the same thing as like Googling. It's a skill.
Unfortunately, crypt frogs that are wizards just makes blue frogs.
See,
just makes
I went with exactly.
This man is not fluent in computer. He hasn't conjugated the verbs for the computer. I figured out how to conjugate verbs.
I did what Brian asked, which was crypt frogs that are wizards.
I don't speak computer. I speak the language of love.
Did you post it? Because I want to see it.
You want to see the frogs?
Yeah, post everything.
I'm gonna glance at the frogs, but I'm also gonna go to bed. Good night, gents.
Good night, boys.
Howdy doody.